Hello everyone, once again welcome to my channel. My name is Shiva Krishnan and I upload videos related to data analytics and AI. Now in today's video we are going to take a look at how to create an automated data entry form. Okay, and I already have this file here, so we want to create a form like this. Okay, so I will explain in detail. All right, so let's say that this is the company party. Your company is hosting a party and it's the MIS team of the company needs some information, right? The admin team and the MIS team, they need information from you. So I've already created a form. Let's say Ayush Tiwari. Okay, I'll explain this to you in detail. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. And the entry time, let's say Ayush is planning to come in evening. Okay, and he says that he needs starters and he'll be also taking drinks. Does he have special request? No. Employee ID will be 1 2 3 4 5 and the project will be A B C and is of course male. Okay, now I'll show you the magic. All right, I'll click on submit button. Okay, and you get the information here right away. All right, first what did it do is that it captured the information from sheet 1 from the form here, and then it populated the data here, and then from here it took the data here. The reason is that uh, you know in your company, let's say that you have 200 or 300 odd people, so everybody who submits the form, everybody's information should be captured in this file, right, which is the main file. Okay, so once they have this interested people information, basis that they will uh, organize the party, they will schedule everything, right? So we are going to take a look at how we are going to create such a form. Okay, I can see the image also, right? I will insert the image. I will also do this formatting and everything, drop down button and the macro. So let's get started with this. Okay, I'll copy this here and go to this page, and let's say I will copy them here. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'll control select all. I have to decrease the font size, keep it as 16. Okay, and something seems to be odd here, right? Let me, I think now it's fine. Now you can see that line was getting grayed out. I mean, you can see the line that was appearing to be pretty odd. So I just had eliminated that. Now let me copy this as well. And I paste it here. Okay. And obviously I have to, you know, increase the width of this. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I will click on save as, because we have to make this as a macro enabled file so that the macro will work, and that's always an important step that you have to keep in mind. Let me go to the folder where I need to save the file, and in the meanwhile I really appreciate your patience that you guys are continuously watching my videos, and I see that in the statistics in the YouTube studio, and so thank you for your interest and your patience in watching my videos. All right, I really do appreciate that. Okay, there's file 227 and I will name as automated data entry form. and I'll add today's date, October 5, 2024. Type English. Okay, the file type is file type is macro enabled workbook. Click on save. All right. Okay, so now, and as you could see in this file, there is this heading called company party. Okay, what I'm going to do is I will insert another row, and I will select it here. And before that, I'll have to insert the picture also. Insert illustrations, picture, place in cell, and then this device, and I'll insert the party image. So the file, I think it's file 15. Let's see. Okay, this is the one. Now I have to adjust the size, so give me some time. Okay, so this is a very enlarged image, and I have to make sure that it's properly, being accommodated in one particular page itself. Give me some time. I'll have to do the adjustment here. This will take some time for me. I request your patience. Let's see. The reason I'm inserting this image is that anyone who looks at the Excel sheet will get to know that okay, there is this company party being hosted, and there are also create the interest in filling the form, right? The form looks pretty attractive, then people will take it seriously. Otherwise, if I just have to create a standard form, then it won't be that exciting, right? Okay, let me enlarge this. I think let me resize this. No. Okay. I think we're almost there. Let's see. It does take some time, right? When you do the editing and everything, edit the image will take always few minutes. Okay. See, the whole idea is that, while creating this form is that imagine that, you have nearly 300 or 400 people working in a particular project in a company. Okay. and then in that case, right, you're not going to manually keep collating everything. Okay, and in that case, like, you just have to create one macro working file wherein people just enter the information, they click on submit, and everything gets automatically uh, taken care of, right? The data entries captured in one particular main sheet, which is then going to be used by the MIS team. Okay, MIS and the admin team, right? So I think this is perfectly taken care of. uh, Give me some time. I think my Excel got stuck. All right, it's back now. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'll select these cells, click on merge and center, and I think here I'll select a dark image. Okay, I mean to say the dark color background. So I said I will select this, and I'll write company party. As I was explaining this, that the whole idea is to make it look very attractive. Okay, and let me increase the font size. Let me just adjust this. Okay, I think this is good to go, right? Now what I'm going to do is I will select these cells, and then we want light color. Let's see. Okay, this is looking better, right? Select all borders. Now click here and go to cells. No, sorry. I think it's a view tab, right? Uncheck this. Okay. Okay, let me see. Now I want to make sure that these three cells, right? Okay, and now once again, yeah, so that people, when they look at the entire form, they get to think that okay, these are the cells which have the borders. They are the only thing that need to be filled, and the ones that are empty, people should not mess around with that. Okay, so let me once again click on this. Cool, I think this is cool now. Okay, let me click on save. All right, now what we are going to do is we have to add the drop down, and the meanwhile I'll add two more sheets. And the beginning of the video you saw the raw data and interested people information, right? So let me rename them. This is going to be raw data. Now in the meanwhile you may be asking, you may be feeling a little curious that what if the other departments, people who are not from the MIS team what if they want to mess around with the working sheet? You know, well, we have a solution for that. We will protect the sheet in such a way that they will not be able to mess up with that. Okay, so I will explain that as well. Just stay connected to this video. You watch the video till the end, you'll be able to understand. I'll explain step by step so that you know that okay, this is how it works. Interested people, information. Cool. This is self-explanatory, right? Anyone who takes a look at this particular field here will get to know that okay, the MI's team, when they take a look at this, they feel that okay, this is where we have to get the information from. All right, and this is going to be our entry form. I will rename this as data entry form. Okay, we're good to go now. Right, and okay, now let's get started with the process of creating drop down. Go to data, click on this tab, list, then in source it will be yes, comma no. Click on OK. Right, you can see the drop down has been enabled. If there is any special request, then I'm going to create an if formula is equals to if, open bracket, if this is equals to yes, then the value should be send an email to admin@xyz.com. And if it's no, then obviously we don't need to do anything. Let me close this. See, it's properly working now, right? Okay. All right. Now this is done. Let me save on this. Let me select and paste them. No. Okay. Now for the entry time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create another drop-down list. Data validation list. Here it will be afternoon, comma, evening. Click on OK. See, the drop down got enabled. Okay, let me select this and see. All right, it's good to go. Let me cross check. All right, let me delete this. Now what I'm going to do is that now I'll select all these. And I'll paste them in the bottom. Okay. So what we are going to do is we are going to link the information to these headers. So let's make a note of this cell. This is cell C4 to C10, right? C4, copy this, paste till special request. Let's see. For example, let me select starter as no. Let's find out. Okay, this has been properly enabled. Let's see for special request. Select it yes. It's again populated as yes. Cool. Now what we're going to do is, again we're going to link E4, 5 and 6. E4. Again I'm going to copy them and paste them here. Cool. Let's cross check if all these cells are properly linked, just to make sure that everything is good to go, and then we will create the macro. Okay, I'm just writing Devendra Sharma 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Afternoon. Drinks no. 1 2 3 4 5. Project will be ABC and it's male, of course. Let's find out. Alright, all the sends are properly linked. Okay, now I'll align all these cells. Now let me delete the information. Cool, we're good to go now. Okay, if it's yes, then the information will populate in this particular cell. Now obviously we have to create the macro button beneath this. That's why I was just cross checking this particular drop down. Okay, alright. Now what I'm going to do is I will select these cells. Now you may be wondering, why am I manually selecting each and everything? It's because I'm holding the microphone while I am recording this video. So I'm just using one hand to manually select. That's why it's taking a little bit of time. So excuse me for this. Okay, interested people information. I'll right click here, paste special values and then transpose. Click on OK. And what I'm going to do is I will select these cells and increase the column width. I'll say I need 14. The column width should be 14, 1 4. Okay, alright. Let me delete this. Okay. What I'm going to do is, just for highlighting purposes, right, just to highlight this, I'll select it as yellow. 12 maybe. Okay, just to make sure that the header is looking very much visible, right? So I'm just increasing the font size to 14, and once again I'll increase the column width a little bit. I'll increase this to 1 6. Okay, this is perfect. Cool. Select all these cells, align them. Okay, it's good to go. And for the raw data, I think it should be all good to go as well. And okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the macro, and that's where the fun will begin. Developer tab, record macro. I'll type automate OCT 5. This will automate the submission of entries. Click on OK. All right. So I'm going to paste the information. I'm so sorry. Type the information. Okay. Let's say Ayush Tiwari. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Select the entry time as evening. Starter, no. Drinks, let's say yes. I think I'm just trying to think that if the information if this step is something I need to do some changes, because once the macro is created, then what will happen is that it will just, the moment I click submit, it only take this particular information, and I don't need that. I think I'll click on stop recording. Select special request as no. 1 2 3 4 5. And this is like the first time I'm creating such this automated data entry form, so I'm not that fluent at this, but I'm still trying to do my practice and share my knowledge with you as well. Okay, ABC mail. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I will record a macro again. This time I'll assign some other name. Auto mate 2 OCT 5 correct. I'll write a description. Refer to this macro for submission of data entry. Click on OK. Alright, you can see that the macro is running in the background. Now I will select this information, copy, and then go to raw data, paste special values transpose. Okay. Now once again I'll copy this data from here, go to interested in people information, and then click on home tab, cells, insert copied cells, shift cells down, align, Now go to the top, delete this information. And I'll show the magic. Okay. All right. This is done. Developer. I'll go to developer tab. Stop recording. All right. Click on save. Let's cross check. This information is here. This is here, right? Because if you remember that we copied the cells from here, right? And we had clicked on space special. So the formulas were not copied, right? Only the values got copied, and I will explain everything, right? Just give me a moment. Now what I'm going to do is I'll create a button, and that will do the needful. Illustration, shapes, rectangle. Let's say that if I need to select this one, okay, this is cool. Submit. Select this cells, select the font, align this here, increase the font size. And then I am going to resize this button. Okay. And I'll also select this entire area and then click on thick outside border. All right, I think this is all good to go. So now let's right click on this, assign macro, file 227. This is the one, automate to October 5 correct. All right, so let's see if this macro is properly functional or not. Okay, so let's create some name, right? Let's say Girish Yadav. One, two, three, four, five, six. Select desired time as evening. Starter. Let's say Girish does not prefer starters. He is very much interested in drinks. Laugh out loud. Special request, I'll say no. His employee ID is 1, 2, 3. A, B, C. And obviously he's a male. So let's see. Alright, let's find out. See, the information automatically got populated here, right? Now, our work is not yet done, because if you remember a few minutes back, I told you that, if someone wants to, mess around with this, right? And then it's going to be a whole mess for the admin team, MIS team, and everybody, right? You can, I'm pretty sure that you can relate to this, that if you have like 200 or 300 odd people, right, and if you have to collect information manually and you have loads of other tasks, okay, and then just on this particular task itself, you're not going to waste a lot of time, right? We don't have much time. So that's where the macro comes into picture when you create the macro file and then distribute that macro file to everyone, and all people have to do is that click on fill the information, click on submit. That's it. The information gets populated here in this particular area, and from where the admin and the MIS team will pick up the information, and then they will circulate that within themselves, and forward that to the main person who is organizing, and to the entire team. So everything will be then pretty much smooth, right? So now what I'm going to do is that obviously we will make sure that this area, the one you can see here, sorry, this area, I'm going to click on color as white, and I'm also going to click the color as white here. Okay, and once again white and white. See, alright, so if anyone who comes here will tend to think that okay, there is nothing much there, but then when he clicks and sees here, and then he could see the date, I mean the values reflecting here, but then he will not be able to make any changes, and I'll explain that also. Now I'm going to select these cells and lock them. Give me one moment here. Okay, I'm going to take the microphone away from my mouth, and I'll take it away. I'll drop the microphone down. Give me one moment. All right, and now format, lock cell, and then protect sheet. Okay, but before that I'm going to hide them, and I'll explain. Okay, now I'm going to protect them, and let's say just for the ease of this video, okay, I'm going to create a very simple password, ABC123. It'll ask me to enter the password again, ABC123. Okay, so now you will know that if someone wants to, let's say, unhide okay, right, if someone wants to change something here, it says that the cell or the chart that you're trying to change is a protected sheet. Okay, and obviously people are busy with their other work, all right, so they will not be able to pretty much go and unhide or anything like that. All right, so that's it for today's video, and I'm pretty sure that you would have found something pretty helpful. And this is the first time I'm creating such a huge form in Excel with the help of macro. I assigned a little bit of more tough work to the macro. All right, and in upcoming videos I'll be uploading more videos related to formulas and other aspects of Power BI and AI. All right, so now by now you would have understood that okay, once this particular macro file is circulated to the entire team, right, people will just click on the information and just submit, and then then send it back, click on submit, and then just send the file. Okay, and then the MIS team will unhide and then find out how many people have submitted the forms. By that way the MIS team and the admin team can coordinate amongst themselves, and they would find that everything is pretty smooth. Because I'm sure that in your company you have noticed this, that there is the admin and the MIS team, and they organize a party and everything. They send the email circulars. They circulate the email and they mention the steps that this is what you have to follow, and they will also keep your managers and team leaders in CC. So that means that everybody follows the steps, right? And that this ensures that they don't have to go back and forth in doing a lot of follow up and doing this manually. uh, they don't have to manually collate any information, right? They just have to send the working file. People have to submit information, click on submit. It'll hardly take maybe 1 or 2 minutes, and the entire information gets captured in the interested people information sheet that you could see. And then it's pretty much smooth for everyone involved, right? I hope this video made a lot of sense to you. And in case if you have any suggestions, I would request you to mention in the comments and let me know. All right. And then one thing, if you are sharing the comments in a very professional way, I will try to respond to them. But there are some people who pass irrelevant comments or try to come up with some sarcastic remarks. So obviously I will not respond to such kind of comments. Okay. And I hope that we can form a strong community here, and we can grow together. And as I have explained in my earlier videos, there is a lot to learn in Excel, Power BI, and every other tool that's being used in most of the organizations. All right. So I really appreciate your patience in watching the entire video. And in case if you have not subscribed to my channel, do subscribe to my channel. You get some valuable information like the one I shared with you today. All right. So see you in upcoming videos. So thank you for your patience and have a lovely day ahead.